Hello! Hey guys, I'm Dan from iMove, and I'm going live with all of you movers out there, all of you runners, crossfitters, anyone that likes to get moving. Now what we're talking about today is how to get your body into a state where it can start recovering as soon as you're done with exercising, okay? Now, you would think with all the science we've got out there on our post-exercise methods that we would be hitting the nail on the head, but with this information, it's actually, it makes a lot of the stuff we're doing a little silly. We do ice baths to try and recover as soon as we're done. We take our nutrition. We might even do a cool down. But here's the thing, there's a little more method to the madness. Cool down is something that people have let go of. There's a little more method to the madness of a cool down. Now, your body is always in one of two states. It's either in a sympathetic state, your fight or flight, or it's in a parasympathetic state. And parasympathetic is where you've got recovery, restoration, digestion, all these things happening. Now it's always in one or the other, okay? Now when we're exercising and we're out there going for it, regardless of what it is, we go into sympathetic state. The heart rate needs to go up. We need to be taking more air in, so breathing frequency goes up. But then, once we're done, we really want to be shifting and making the switch from the sympathetic state into the parasympathetic state as quickly as possible. Now this is for many reasons. In the parasympathetic state, your body starts releasing hormones like human growth hormone and testosterone, which aid in the recovery of your body, in the nervous system, in muscle repair. But what's interesting is that you never ever get or see a runner or a gym goer, whatever it may be, finishing their session, getting into the car with their protein shake whilst they're in a parasympathetic state. No. You're always revved up, heart rate's still up there, your body's still ready to go. It's not in a state of recovery. So I think we need to do a few things, and it doesn't take much. There's an 8-minute little session that you can do that brings you down into a parasympathetic state. Now, what gets us into a parasympathetic state? All right, so we've talked about it a little bit. You've got your breathing. So sympathetic, breathing's right up there. Let's bring that down. Let's make the switch to the parasympathetic state. Then you've got muscle tension, okay? When you're in the sympathetic state, you're ready to go, you're firing, your muscles are full of blood, ready to go, okay? Let's let go of that muscle tension and let's bring it closer to a state of calmness rather than being ready to go, but a state of calmness. And this is the state where we get our recovery happening and our muscle repair happening and testosterone and human growth hormone get released. And then you've got your heart rate, which you can directly affect with your breath. Okay? Now, we've talked about the whole nutrition side of things. We're taking nutritional supplements without even being in a state of being able to digest them properly, right? And if you've just done a super hard session, you are burning at 4 to 5 times your metabolic rate for the next 4 to 5 hours. Make a conscious effort to shift yourself into that. Why is this so important? Because as runners and say crossfitters who go at their bodies all the time, which is great, right? But give yourself an extra half hour, hour to 2 hours of rest and recovery by shifting yourself into that state as quickly as you can. You've got big elite teams doing it right now, rugby league teams and Mick Fanning and whatever else. I also want to link this to something Ivanka, one of our physiotherapists, said in an early live feed where you reduce your ability to recover by 60% when you have cognitive stresses occurring in your life. So any active office worker, you might be the weekend warrior, where you go out and you're super active throughout the weekend, on the weekend, and you're working an office job, so let's now put some cognitive stress on top of that. I really don't think there's much of a difference between going out for a run and your body being in a sympathetic state to you being in the office and being in a sympathetic state all day long, heart rate's up, right? So bringing, as soon as you're done with work, it's a handy tool, this 8-minute program plus, teaching your diaphragm to do the right things, knowing what to do with muscle tension and so on and so on. It's a handy tool to have to you voluntarily bring yourself and switch from your sympathetic, parasympathetic. Now we're recovering a whole lot quicker and you're giving your body more recovery time. Now at iMove, as of next week, we are going to have a consult where we go through these things and we teach you how to make the switch from sympathetic into the parasympathetic state. For runners, for CrossFitters, anyone that is out there wanting to put their body into a state of recovery a whole lot sooner, give yourself that extra hour to 2, you're going to be fresher going into your session the next day. So leave any questions below. I don't know if I've been... Yep, there's the questions. Sorry, Ivanka. It's Ivana, is it? Yeah, sorry, I missed... I called our physio by the wrong name. Leave any questions below. Private message us with any questions regarding this. And, quick little fact. So, did you know that your nervous system, sympathetic, parasympathetic, your nervous system takes 7 times more time to recover than your musculoskeletal system? But yet we're not doing anything for it. But we need it. We need it to drive us during those exercise sessions. We need that sympathetic state to be firing on all cylinders. So whether it be cognitive stress or physical body stress because of training, we need to be shifting from sympathetic to parasympathetic. Let's do that. Let the good hormones, that soup of growth hormone and testosterone be released in our body doing its world of wonder. Consults to help you get into that state and train yourself to get into that state will be available at iMove Roselle as of next week or the week after. Okay, stay tuned, guys, and have an awesome, what day is it today? Monday.